Paolo, what did you see early in that third quarter that allowed Boston to gain full control?
I think we just had some stagnant possessions and led to their runouts, which led to some threes to open the lead up.
On that point, whether it's the stagnant offense and playing quicker or anything along those lines, how do you guys get more production outside of you and Franz in the scoring column?
I'm not sure. I really got to go back and watch the game, see what went wrong. But it's game one, you know. There's nerves, lit crowd, really loud. So, you know, not a total surprise that, you know, we struggled a little bit on offense, honestly.
When you're facing a team like this with so much offensive firepower, how important is it to make sure that you kind of win those points in the margin, second chance points, points off turnovers, fast break points? How much did them being able to kind of find those in the second half affect this game?
Yeah, I mean, I think it opened the game up when you let them get out and run. They get some easy looks. You know, some of their guys get going. Pritchard. He hit some big threes that hurt. So, yeah, I think, you know, just trying to limit the mistakes so that we can make them play in the half court.
Do you feel like you guys kind of had the game at the pace that you liked throughout the first half when you were able to especially take the lead in the second quarter?
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, we was doing a good job in the first half of keeping them in the half court and then, you know, having good offensive possessions. And we're able to get the lead going into halftime. But, you know, they're a great team, defending champs. And they came out and took control in the third quarter. So we got to just come out the locker room better next time.
What can you take away from that second quarter? Do you think anything?
Like I said, keeping them in the half court, limiting their runouts and transition threes, and just making them grind every offensive possession.
When your offense is in the half court and is unable to push it, how do you guys get a switch for either you or for Franz to facilitate a little bit earlier in the possession so you guys would have a little bit more time to move the ball and try and get them into rotations?
You're saying how?
How can you get to that switch earlier?
Quicker, earlier?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I got to go watch the film, but, you know, I think part of their game plan was to pick us up full court and, you know, make us take time getting the ball up the floor and getting into our sets. You know, they got great defenders. Holiday, you know, Derek White picks up Jalen Brown, so I think we just got to find ways to combat that.
What are the keys to trying to limit turnovers against this team?
Just being decisive, you know, not, you know, if you catch it, you're open, shoot it. If they're closing out, run into you, drive it. If you're open, you know, shoot it. If you have a driving lane, take it all the way. If not, kick it out. Just be decisive in everything we do on offense.
How would you kind of evaluate the way you guys defensively handled Boston start to finish?
I think we did a good job in the half court, forcing them into tough shots. I just think that, you know, we got to realize that every time they get a run out, they're running to the three-point line, no matter what.
Paolo, how useful is last year's experience where you guys rebounded from a game one that you guys didn't like and then still made it a big series? I mean, a competitive series last year.
Yeah, like I said, it's just game one. You know, the goal is to try and get one. So game two, you know, we have to come out with a higher level of focus and just do what we can do to get a win, you know, on the road, you know, because we're not winning this series unless we do. So that's the goal.
What does it say about their team, that they're two big guns, neither one of them reached over 20, and they still just offensively have so many weapons, different lineups and different ways to win?
Yeah, I mean, that's something that as a team we harped on coming in, is that, you know, they do have two main guys, but it's really the other guys that kill you. And so I think we just have to do a better job of, you know, getting those guys off the line because they really kill you from three. You know, Pritchard 4 threes, Derek White 7 threes, Drew Holiday 3 threes. So that's the game right there. And like you said, you do a good job on the main guys, but some of the role guys on the wings, they kill you. So we got to do a better job of taking them away.
Another kind of second playoff run here. You have another big scoring game. What is it about, maybe the responsibility you feel, or about playoff basketball that seems to kind of bring out the best in you scoring wise?
It's just the playoffs, just a higher level of intensity, more stakes, and I just try to be aggressive.
Thank you.
Yep.